Great day, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Despite the climate of your country, whatever it may be, I hope everybody's doing okay and doing well. But where are the Trump hating, protesting pastors and preachers now since the government has been shut down? Before the U.S. Federal government was shut down, there were many black preachers and even others that were balking at President Trump and spouting their disagreement, their dissatisfaction with President Trump's policies, along with the policies of the GOP. So where are they now? There are hundreds, thousands, and even into the millions that are being affected, badly affected, severely affected by the federal government shutdown. When people go to the church sanctuary, they don't need to hear a political discourse or ethnically idolizing induced preaching. Many pastors, preachers don't even know, and maybe they do, if people sitting in their congregations have been or are affected by this government shutdown. And are they doing an assessment to find out? Hardworking, everyday tax-paying Americans are in a squeeze from this shutdown that has gone on now for almost 3 weeks, 22 days. When people go to the sanctuary, particularly now with the climate in the country and the rest of the world, they need to hear a word from the Lord. The church now has to be a citadel of light and strength and a voice of hope. And even people that don't attend a local church, they don't need to hear a political rant or ethnically induced ethnically idolizing induced preaching coming from the pulpit. They don't need to hear preaching saturated with ethnic idolatry. But what they do need to hear is a word from the Lord, like King Zedekiah in his day. Out of his desperation, is there any word from the Lord? You can hear the desperation. Is there any word from the Lord? That's what people need to hear now to get through these times. They need to hear a word from the Lord. There's so many people in deep pain and sorrow and anguish. But the preacher has to stand up on Saturday or Sunday morning and speak a word of assurance, and the congregants affliction. They need to know that weeping only endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That those who have sown in tears, they're going to reap in joy. The preacher ought to speak a word of assurance, and the congregants affliction or afflictions.